Actually, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, to do basically on the areas of vision of these DRC matters, I'm saying that is very a lot of errors on your report particularly. So if you look, uh, most of the files they are deleted because the report is not accurate, and then you people you are not really telling the truth because. Because in the first place, a troop has been sent there. Why? Why is this SPLA matters with this African large map? What is so hiding there? Is it that is a big map? Is it because the resource is huge there? People has a lot of money there, and then you people has the opportunity to grab things there. That is why you guys you have to involve yourself most. If you look, this is a cut issues and cut fight. Okay, you want to cut there more, you want to cut there more, and that's the fight. So it's not really gonna help. And if you look here, particularly on the base that we're handling here, this is all Sudan map. And the problem is right there. If you look, this is East African communities. And if you look here, no South Sudan on the map right there. This is Sudan. The whole thing here from right there to down here, this is Uganda right there. This is DRC right there, DRC. This is Tanzania, this is Kenya. And the violence is where right here on this large area. And this is the guy moved from right there. He's a rebel. Of course, he's not on the map if you look right there. But if you open your world map, that fake world map right there, which is causing price going up and causing everything moving up and down crazily, that can show you that you are somewhere there as a rebel. Of course, you are indicated on the map. You are marked down and you are a rebel. So and if you look there, a guy was a reporter, East African reporter, and then trying to convince people that this is M23 rebels, and then how can we, the most of these refugees who are East African, who come from this map here, this region here, this is the African region, is called East Africa, and we all sit around here in these two countries, Kenya and Uganda. We are all here in Kenya and Uganda. If you look all these countries here, these countries, all of them, they moved right there. They're only Kenya and Uganda. So as a refugees there. So if that is the case, DRC, you find it right there. Uganda, is right there. Sudan is right there. And then Tanzania is right there. Kenya itself is a refugee also right there. And then so now this is the situation. We all come there, and then you are reporting the thing to us. If you report to us, we have the authorities, of course, to do your way and to delete nonsense files which is misleading and which is altering our heads. The concentration is this one. We are united. If we unite, of course, the country will be peaceful. There is no peace there. If you see here, South Sudan is not here. Is trying to use all the force so that they will grab us. Okay, who are this huge? This is a big map. This is DRC. This is a big map, Sudan. You want to grab us and then you want to use us, but I cannot be used for nonsense to kill people like that. I cannot be used. That's why I reject my policy. I reject my own decisions, and then I stay with the big map. As united, not as divided. If you look there, this map here is united. If your main purpose of fighting the DRC, we pull you on this East African community because you deal with the East African community, and then that is only South Sudan says they look only smart when they sit like this map we show you right there. They say they're smart like that. If that way, they're smart. If it comes to the world map. If it comes to the world map, the whole thing is not smart enough. They are not smart enough. They are saying, okay, they are not smart enough on the world map. When they come to the world map, they are not smart enough, and then they don't go on anything. That is only you can see Sudan can go better there, because the line there created on the world map fit only the Sudan choice. If you misbehave yourself, you are trying to move the Sudan so that you look more better. The whole map cannot fit there. That is the situation we're telling you. So the whole map cannot fit you because your land is your land, and then your choice is you have no other choice, and then you have to stick to it. This is how Sudan created the whole thing from since 1812. Copyright is a copyright, and then how can you go and grab a land from Congo, forcing yourself to go and borrow a land from Congo so that I can resize Sudan down here, look better. And then what about Uganda? Uganda is tiny. What about this one, Burundi? What about Rwanda? Rwanda is tiny. Everything is there tiny because they created it like this. This is a copyright. You try to beat it outside Ethiopia. Ethiopia will go and fight. It won't fit. Okay, you do here, you do within Sudan as Sudan created. That is how Sudan want it to be. If you divided it, of course, they look ugly and then people are not interested. That's why DRC is giving first their land off, and then they have to find another solution to be over. And if you look on Africa, that is Africa, how the Africa itself look, and then we try to modify. If your problem is because of this map, this big map, they are looking awkward, and then you are thinking these people, the big map people, they did not go to school, they're stupid. They don't have reasonings, okay, because they don't know how to design things. They did not design, there is no design. DRC is looking better here if you look on the entire map. But for poverty purpose, that is how poverty is. And then they have no choice to go and steal so that they get rich faster. It's not possible. That is their suffering. They have to endure the way they want to endure. And then it's up to them, okay? So that's how it goes with the Sudan. The whole thing goes like that. You can endure. If you don't, and then you cannot force yourself to go and steal so that you grow faster. It's not possible. Okay, so how far do you want to be between this kind of situations? Because a guy, this is the president, Silva Cruz, was the one who planned to move to DRC with all his forces. He moved the forces from there, from Juba. I heard on their TV, because I'm following them. I'm following the statements there every day, and following anything come from them. I have to delete it if it doesn't bear these copyrights, these Sudan copyrights. And if they fall only like this, they fall halfway. They move part of Sudan. They hide it up there to Egypt, and then they give it to Egypt and then to Tunisia. And then the whole Sudan goes to Tunisia, helping Tunisia, and doesn't help East Africa there. The whole part of Sudan doesn't help that. And then we have to work that part, help that part, and then this part help this part. Doesn't work there. That's what we don't. And then that's how the guy's concentration is. That's what I normally participated and normally check online, and then seeing some papers that are very damaged. If they write on Juba, we leave the files. They write on Boro, we leave the files. They write on KGKG, we leave the files. And if they write KGKG, Sudan, we leave the files. And if they write the KGKG or the Juba or the Boro, South Sudan, that's when the file is always deleted. We delete all those kind of files, because there's misleadings, and the guy is a rebel. Okay, he's a rebel, he's a terrorist there. So if you look how he tactics to go to DRC, the day before yesterday, and yesterday, that's when I opened today this one, YouTube. I saw on the YouTube, that's when these people were already put a lot of bomb yesterday. And then UN is one of the observer there, observing for Uganda to receive these refugees at their hand back again. How they come to Uganda and how they escape again back to that area. And then that's how this guy, those guys, they are the one who normally do this Coma Sudan. And then they have a long mouth with these people. These people, they are dodging around them and then telling we are Sudanese. and then in few hours they will tell the South Sudanese there, and then they will run this way, and then they will become this one, because they become too divided, and then the opposers they have them there registered permanent, and then they say they're good men. I don't know if they're really total handsomes or not. And then they said they're good men there. That those good men they know, they can see, they can sense this, the whole thing. The whole map cannot hide. They can hide nonsense for some of us like this one, who are younger, or who are not younger, or who are this one. Who are unemployed, let's say, who are unemployed, who are in conditions that need other things. Okay, so they cannot see that this is really Sudan. And then if they now see this is really Sudan, that's when they put comma Sudan there. On those kind of area, we say no, that's not the reality. The reality is like this: you guys, you are not really handling what is done here well. There is a purpose for the copyright. You use the copyright, don't go anyhowly, and then use the copyright. And if this area is now over the war, this DRC is over the war most, because they want to divide it, or they want to do another thing there, is not possible. It's not going to be divided, because you can see this DRC map here is clean enough, and is already fitted right there, is clean enough. So the whole thing, whatever they smuggle some of the land, those lands, smuggled land, we know they fit all DRC there, right there, or they fit as ZAIRE. Okay, so this is ZAIRE, and then this is Sudan. If it come to back to ZAIRE, it is Sudan right there. People call ZAIRE, this is Sudan. If this is not Sudan, this is this guy there, and then that is when they normally go DRC. They call themselves like that, and then it's like a little bit too much of a terrorizing. So if you look, we sorted things, and then we sorted again. And then overseas that is where the trouble is, because you have problems telling the people the truth that this is 100% the rebels. These people, you have to identify their flag. South Sudan has their flag there. I think the rebel, South Sudan rebel has the flags, which goes, I think, which goes like this map here. Goes green. It goes green, it goes red, it goes white, and then on which they have something like a star. Okay, a star, yellow star. I think they have yellow stars over those flags. The South Sudan has that yellow star. The Juba area, the Juba area which they cut right there because they fought it, and then that is when even the DRC they open that flag. And then we know some of them, even their military has this country which they have there as a logo. They are saying as their logo. They have it somewhere there, or on their chest, somewhere, or on their t-shirt. They have those small map, which they do like this one, and then they do like this, and then they do like this. However, Uganda, those small map which evacuated the others real Sudan powers. So if you look there, that is there nonsense there. And then if that's how you guys you want to identify who they could be, and then the identification could be by their name, because they may be having problems sometimes speaking to you English, telling to you another thing. You have to identify is this one. This is critically. You have to check their shoulders. Check the shoulders, check the socks maybe, their shoes maybe their paperwork, or the books statements which they have there. Okay, because all the rebel has at least a diary or a books or a paperwork of the rebel, I mean of their list, their soldiers list, or their track informations they have of course the vehicles they're using. What about those vehicles? Could be having their names there at least. You can identify it. Because I'm seeing these guys, they're after only this large map. They're saying they have a trouble. They're saying these large maps, they're not well organized. Some people are crazy. We are not crazy. This is dumped 1812 issues. We are dumped. Nobody went to school. some people just get a pencil and then they begin drawing. They draw on the ground, and then from the ground it goes. People see somewhere. Then this is how the guy was forcing, and then it become a regulation, and then that's how it feel like that. On the map, what do you want to do about it? We cannot do anything. That's how it was designed. You have to keep the copyright. If you don't, and then use the skill necessary there, you develop something which can match it and then bring it alive. That's how you resolve the war. If that is how you can fight the war, I told the guy if because their reaction is toward these new designs we have, and then the new policy we have. Because I normally put myself where, if I write a videos, I put myself over Germany. My PO box is in Germany, and then I'm near DRC. Okay, I operate near DRC, and that's Juba Road, Juba highways. Okay, the three Juba highways, which is in the middle one, not the one in the west, not the one in the east. I mean the middle one. Okay, the middle, the entries, which is northern entries, northern Ugandan entries. Not the east-west entries, not the northeast entries to Kenya, and that is in the middle, right there. That is the PO box is right there, and that's how I do the videos, single videos like this. I don't work in Canada. I put myself there. The videos I have to put it the district, I upload it in Uganda, and then put the videos there. If that's the matter. You want these papers, this paper we saw you, we're in Juba, to you right there. I'm working to you there, I'm explaining in Juba, not beyond. Because I don't work in Juba, Juba is already taken over, is under rebel control, and then I cannot work there. It's not a safe place as a Sudanese to work there. If you're a Sudanese, those guys, those rebels look you, they take advantages of you, they grab your good things, and then they exchange it to a rebel benefit, and then they become a rebel benefit. And then when they become a rebel benefit, you may find the vehicle you are driving from the right side, and then they move it to the left side. You have to sit that side, and then you have to operate the vehicle with your left hand, and then the steering here. Okay, not on the right side. We have the vehicles on the right side here, then they have to change it to that end, and then altering everything, and then damaging the vehicle. The new Telesa vehicles may look as if the vehicle was manufactured around the 2011, the cases which come up. And in 2011, we don't have even Telesas. If you look there, Telesa is an upgrades which people has as an updates. It's which accumulated much and much and much becomes this much, and that's how they achieve them. You know, so in overview, those are just questions and answers which come from the over these war areas, and then because I see that is quite addition, quite solutions for many, and then we have to at least react to it, and then so some unifications within these countries, because the guy was a fighter to Sudan. And fought Sudan, fought this Juba area, because the whole map, if you look right there, the whole map for them is ugly, because of this valley here, this Rift Valley here. This is a Rift Valley, and this is a hill. Sudan is a hill. If you look right there, this western regions is all hills. That is hills. This is the area to Ethiopia, is all hills. And if you look somewhere here, or on this saddle here, this line here, these are all hills. It's not easy to construct. No tractors can do that kind of jobs around 1812. That's why it is very difficult for people to go quickly around this one, and then send representative for monitoring the design to be done well. People have even helicopters crossing by. Helicopter is not even good enough, may coordinate this one, the pollution and other things. That's why it's very, very, very too difficult for Sudan itself. That's why if you look on the whole map, it's like that. That's why the guys' concentration is why those guys, they are smart up there, and then why they are not smart down here. We say if that's how, and then you know equatorial people, these are nomadic people. They are nomadic actually. If you look on the Equatorian people, so because they are very poor, okay, they are very poor, and then they have problem stealing from people, from other people. They have problem stealing from other people very fast to go very rich. That's why if you look on this down area, these people has a problem stealing. They're all hustlers, and then they have to go and run for you a ledger. Okay, they ledger on your sites. Okay, they ledger to make money, to raise money. Like they take maybe some traditional ways of doing things. They have to go and do for you a ledger. Okay, that is like hoeing the whole land of your farm work. They do your farm work, and then they get paid 150 shillings, Kenya, 150 Kenyan shillings the whole 1 week, 150 Kenyan shillings, and then they feed on those. And then do you see them going to steal somewhere? That is a problem for them. They cannot go very fast. That is, if you look, Juba was developed how we don't know. If it does how they develop down there, and that's how it does, that's how it goes. So if it is matter of the map, that is how it goes. But we cannot do much. And then if it come to the other one here, that is not trouble there. They cannot fight and divide it. That's what we give up. We know if it's gonna be divided, we will see into it. And then we will see into it, and then we will see into it, because it's all reactions. Because those guys, they flee, and then they will also go to school like we did. We left this line which they carried, we go to school. That's why we finish school, and then we relax. And then that's till 2011, the guy come and begin bordering these regions. This region here, they begin bordering down here. You see, they begin bordering down there. Then that is when we also take the priorities, because we have the skills, and then we are able. And then we have to ensure is we draw these maps, and then we design something there, and then bring it back as we left the countries. If that's how it goes, and then those guys, the same, it will be the same to those guys who did the same jobs, and then that's how we did. And then they will do the same thing. They will bring back their countries. What will you do there? Nothing. You are rebel. Because you are rebel, you are rebel. You depend on other people. You don't depend well. You don't need the right policies to follow. You don't follow things step by steps. You have to go to school, settle yourself better, and then work, concentrate, and then get your own things. If you don't, and then that's the end of the world, of course. You cannot do nobody. Everybody has no skills, but all skills is provided for every individual if they have the opportunities to grab. That's the least the opportunities they did, and then that's how they become the availabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, it's there by me, actually Wayne Hassan, as is it on this few QAs and questions and answers.